drip that she been putting on just to take it off. I can put you on a plane, the CPA gon' write it off.
Yeah, today, we are reacting to JayZ sending shots at everybody at his freestyle at the 2026 Roots Picnic. Now, I have a very unique perspective on it because I was actually at the picnic. I was right here in this VIP section right here. If you zoom in close enough, you might just see the dipper, but I have a very different perspective from the people that I've been seeing speak about it on the internet. And maybe it's because I'm a lifelong hip hop fan, maybe it's because I'm the JayZ fan, or maybe it's just because I was there. But either way, I'm here to bring truth. But before I do, hit that thumbs up button because this video has a 10,000 thumbs up goal. Now let's get to work and I need some more.
Patty's turning 100. If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But
oh my God! And people spoke. I'm not going to speak to narrative just yet. Let me break down the bar for a lot of people who don't understand. He's saying Patty, I'm assuming maybe Patti LaBelle, but whatever the Patty is about to be 100 years old. And he's saying if she would have passed away without him being cleared from these evil, disgusting allegations that were put on him, imagine what he would be. Imagine he couldn't live with that. And he was saying that his vengeance would be, as the ambulance chaser was going to need one talking about Tony Bugsby. And it speaks, when he said that bar, you know, I got lost in my thought of, it speaks to how fragile a legacy is. And it speaks to, you know, Dave Chappelle made the whole joke about Bill Cosby and how, what if a superhero had to go to do his superpowers. And it's scary. It's scary because there is no great black man in America that they have not tried to throw something on. Now, this is not going to be a just complete niggas is innocent kind of talk moment, because as niggas, we be really putting ourselves in some situations where it'd be like, broski, come on, why would you, oh yeah, so you just fist fighting with the white lady butt naked in the front yard and you just don't think this go. But even for those people who don't be like Diddy, right, legacy ruined, they'll still throw it on you, the JayZs, that in the world. And it scares me because I go, will a day come where history we can't talk about it? Okay, I don't want to hear R. Kelly anymore. Okay, cool, it's cool. Are we not going to listen to Michael Jackson anymore? Okay, so we got to tell the history of music without Michael Jackson? Okay, no problem. We can't talk about Dr. Dre, he had a domestic. You start going like, God. And I, as a fan of hip hop, that feels like hip hop is a breathing thing. I ask you in the comments, what do we do? Do we go, we need to separate people from their work? That way legacy of hip hop can be preserved. Or do we, no, nigga, you don't get to freak off and then just get, what do we do? But that's what that line made me think of, because I'm like, God, yeah, no, imagine if JayZ would have died at that moment, God forbid, and that was our last memory of the guy, you know? And only to figure out the nigga's literally lying on him.
the transition before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But 911 is a joke. Public enemy #1, I've been ranked. The rock's not crumbling.
And then it's like, God, he was just separating the boys from the men when it comes to hip hop. The number play, 1-800-911, it's just like, come on, bro. You have to be, there's a lot of linguistic skills that he's going to exhibit throughout this. And I think that as a person who really enjoys Southern music, right? there is a large percentage of Southern music. It's not just the South. The West has this, East has this too. But in the South, where we completely remove the rapping ability, and we instead of to keep that as very valuable, we take how it makes us feel, which is very important too, and completely outweigh it. So a nigga can be a terrible rapper, right? And we'll say shit like, but he just so real though. And you call yourself a rap fan. And we let you make it because we understand that a very important part of rap is how it makes you feel. And then somebody puts on a rapping clinic and you've been so desensitized because you would need to do some kind of decoding to enjoy this. When hip hop existed before Shade Room and the blogs, my brothers. So we fell in love with decoding it. I'm old enough, just old enough to remember rap albums where you read the back and where there might be imagery or messaging in the shit, where you listen to an album multiple times to try to understand it. And then you go to the barbershop and you hear people talk about it and you go, shit, or you go to school and your homie has a breakdown for a record. You're like, nigga, I never thought of it like that. You go back and listen to it and the song's better. I come from that hip hop. You niggas come from hip hop that needs to be formatted for TikTok, and it shows. You niggas come from Wendy Williams hip hop, and it shows. You niggas come from Shade Room hip hop, and it shows. Let's get back to the bar.
Magically run out of pranks. Your son on a federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink.
And niggas ain't even catch that bar. Let the Dipper hand rap that one too. So Tory Lanez bar. He's not just, niggas only cop the short part. It's not about that. It's now he's blaming the Kardashians, which if there was a nigga, people who are in kind of satanic Illuminati boule cult, definitely would probably be them. But I'm just saying, you do sound ridiculous. Nigga got done start screaming Rock Nation. It's like, bro, but why'd you shoot the bitch?
You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth, and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery.
He said his teeth tumbling out of his mouth. Dame Dash seen that, but JayZ gonna make a lot of niggas rich with that. Dame, Jaguar Wright, they gonna get a lot of interview money.
You had to catch Kyle and thunk it. Was you who pumped his? I'm the one who strummed the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack.
Strum the pain. Hill you can die on. Did you catch that little Lauryn Hill bar? I'm the one who could strum the pain. Then strumming my pain with his fingers. Now, a lot of you niggas who are speaking bad about this freestyle, did you even get that? So if you didn't even get that, nigga, how are you speaking ill on something you didn't understand? It's just, and a lot of you niggas, another thing, a lot of you niggas aren't rap fans. Let's be real. A lot of you niggas liked JayZ because he's married to Beyonce, and that's also showing. Because I've heard niggas say, why is he being indirect? I'm like, okay, if you've never liked JayZ, fair, but how could you like this nigga who indirects everybody his whole career? I'm about the dollar with the fucking 50 cent. That's his whole thing, is he doesn't really, other than like Nas, give niggas whole diss tracks. And then it's like, Summer Jam, this is his MO. This is what he does, these state of it. It just showed a lot of niggas aren't from this culture and have gotten very deep into this culture, whether it be the news platforms, whether it be the bloggy kind of niggas or like the Twitter pages. It just shows you're not really hip hop.
That comes from those planes. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I'm all of you niggas gang. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain.
Niggas is talking about how, like, y'all didn't get the bar. He's talking about the struggling artist. He's talking about the Lauryn Hills. He's talking about what it took to form this culture. And he's saying, do you niggas think shit's sweet because I now can be a beacon of celebration and light for hip hop? You niggas forgot I contributed to this shit?
The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name.
Super bar, Beyonce, say my name, bar. And off of the Lauryn Hill rhyme scheme, he's still playing off the... You gotta break it down for him.
My children and some of them, have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get underskin? I really get underskin as unharmed player.
And let's be real. Pass burner to Ty, nigga, let's be real. This nigga JayZ was putting belt to ass. I was just telling my homie Josh, I go, for as much as we talk about who's real and fake in rap, we know since he's been famous, this nigga has gotten niggas stabbed and pepper sprayed. And as a nigga who's been pepper sprayed before, that is a very vicious move. I recommend every nigga go get you a bottle of pepper spray. That shit, because you so not ready for it, you feel me? Because I was saying, like, in Madison Square Garden, we've seen him stand on business. And he's still a billionaire. And he is a billionaire. And so, you know, the corner boy with the corner office, we seen him do that. We seen when Meek needed help. We seen him activate and try to free this nigga. We seen all that. I also got to see Meek live in Philly. It was crazy, y'all. Go check out my Instagram if you want to see. I have my own footage of this shit. I was one of the first with it.
Y'all thugs with y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch how Saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink. I need a new therapist.
Maniac, shrink. This is
Y'all thugs.
Insane again. Look how sane he acts in the, oh my
With y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch how Saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut ass nigga still stuttering.
And you know, Kino had a catch run, and he's in Philly, and he called him a nut ass nigga, and you notice he's the only person who didn't come back for the Rockefeller return. So another bar niggas missed.
And Chatty Patty down on his luck again.
Flipping Damon Dash, or Dame Dash famously called the Breakfast Club Chatty Patties. I'm like, it's so sad I need to explain this, but I actually do.
Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
And you speak to like showmanship, presentations, understanding the roots of rap is rhythm and poetry, being an MC, nigga. It's hard for me to speak to you. Speak to a show performance when the crowd loved it, when we all laughed when he said that. And there is bars we missed, obviously, at least me, there's bars I missed from being in it, you know, drunk, just sort of in the moment, coming through the speakers and shit. But at the same time, it's like the response was ill. This bar in particular, everyone laughed. And the team bar. There's a bar coming up. I'm going to let it all play out, and then I'm going to explain to you why DJ academics should never be allowed to speak about music again. Now, that's different. If you want to talk about the music industry, if you want to talk about who's dating who, go ahead. You're the Michael Jordan of being a chatty patty bitch ass nigga. But in a second, I'm going to explain to you why he should never speak of music.
You was wondering why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with her. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't.
Listen to it one more time.
Her kid. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with her. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days, my neck get flooded again, wrist get flooded again.
Oh my God. So DJ Academics thought JayZ messed up. No, I'm like, God, niggas are. If niggas are bad at speaking of music, no, he's just not trying to say their name because what is understood doesn't need to be explained. And he's saying that by not saying their name, he's speaking to how insignificant they are. Because the whole bar is that these attacks that he's getting is through them as a puppet. So he's speaking, which you'll then, as the bar go on, you'll realize he keeps saying, me and you can't battle. I can only battle with the nigga who signs your checks because we're not on the same level. So when you don't understand that, if you don't understand why he would not say their name, it's hard for me to listen to you explain music.
My net worth went up again.
And then the flooding, the 40 days, 40 nights, the flooding my neck, the biblical bars, crazy.
God, you try to break the covenant. I prayed for 40 days, my neck get flooded again, wrist get flooded again.
He meant to say covenant.
My net worth went up again.
Oh.
My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up.
The jig is up, Drake.
My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the Hove. I never looked up to them.
He's saying, we looked up to your commercial success, while it might surpass his, right? Because he's breaking these JayZ records. But JayZ said a long time ago he stopped giving a fuck about commercial success and started giving a fuck about his business. That was the only thing not the only thing, but because commercial success is tied into the success of his business. But so his moves started to become less public. And he started acquiring companies and shit like that because that was the race he was racing. Because again, he's battling with your bosses. He's not battling with you. Now, I am watching something happen that is actually sort of crazy in real time happen when people try to discredit Drake's breaking the Michael Jackson's record. I feel like this is like, don't do this. Allow the man to have it. Allow him to have the record, because I even remember at a time when people, not everybody, because most people will call him the greatest of all time, but when people tried to pretend as if Michael Jackson was like sort of like too pop, and if you were a true music purist, you would enjoy somebody like a Prince or a Rick James. And I do remember those talking points, and like Michael Jackson sort of being like the overly commercial thing. Same thing was said about the Beatles. The same thing was, and now we don't look at it like that. So I don't think that you could say the standard for commercial music sucks now and is much lower than it once was, because you're not going to be like, okay, that's fair, right? But those numbers games and stuff like that has always been, he's the king of pop. You understand what I'm saying? I've never agreed with that, and I felt like to try to discredit MJ's artistry because of how good of a brand he also was is just stupid to me. But I do remember that being the narrative.
The crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. Them niggas is worth.
And niggas, I seen somebody say that Drake's whole album was him talking tough to them. Yeah, but that's what he's saying though. Like, and the crazy, it was KB Goes Live. I actually like his channel. He's a cool guy. But I was like, bro, KB Goes Live, nigga, you know you've been in situations, right, where, let's say, like, you in the neighborhood, right, and somebody beats up, like, one nigga got beat up by another nigga, right? So when he comes to you, starts talking crazy to KB Goes Live. Hey, KB Goes Live, nigga, what you want, smoke? And you go, nigga, go deal with the niggas who I'm not saying you say nigga, but I'm just saying. You go, nigga, go deal with the niggas who whooped your ass. That's all that is. That's not, I'm like, that's like a very normal thing. Or like a nigga like, boy, you wasn't talking to them like that. Why you, even if you was, that's a very normal thing. And I go, I totally get niggas not liking JayZ. I totally get it. And I understand that for most of our niggas, like niggas under the age of like 35, I don't know how old y'all niggas is. I'm not even 30, but niggas under the age of 35, right? A lot of us at moments, it felt like we were being forced the narrative that JayZ is the greatest of all time, right? I totally understand. I understand how, as us, as free thinkers and free spirits, that builds a resentment. But can we, just as adults, rate this nigga? Because I watched all the same Illuminati videos as y'all niggas, and I just think that some of us have a weird bias that isn't actually based on anything real that we are seeing. And we're so quick to want him to be on the Epstein list even though he wasn't. And we're so quick to, if Vlad tweets that this nigga was eating babies, we're so quick to want to believe it. And Vlad has to come out and say, nigga, I'm lying. But why are you so inclined to believe this about this nigga? Now, I will also say, it does speak to our perspective on black success. I will say that, but I don't want to make it, and I don't want to make it that conversation, because you are totally anybody within your right to not like JayZ. It's not that deep, right? You might be boring, whatever the fuck you see him. But do we just not notice every time a black guy becomes successful, he's either gay or the devil? And nobody ever noticed. Like, why is there always an underlying, he sold his soul? Why can he not just be good enough? You will watch LeBron James be 7 foot flying through the air, shooting the ball from the parking lot, doing backflips, and you don't think he could become a billionaire off of merit. It has to be connections to evil. I think it's more, I want to believe it's more of an undertone that you niggas are doing this overtly. But it feels like it. And it even is, I'm not saying just white people doing it. Niggas have bought into the propaganda too, and niggas have created and pushed the propaganda as well.
Because in perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend. Not too much of my name.
The roots remember even when the trees pretend, bro. The core of the culture will always know who I am. Even when you niggas, even when the culture I helped build becomes so big, it says fuck me, the roots will never forget. And then it's a play on word because he's with the roots.
The roots remember, even when the trees pretend. Not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees. S-H-A-W-N. I find it a dog when she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I said, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
You know what? So there's this white lady who does this. I can sell water to a whale. She raps this song in like a viral meme. And every time I hear this song, I just hear her. This was a certified vibe check. I'm sure I'm going to fire up some talks in the comments. KBD family, love y'all. Salute. We out of there.